I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, this white boy is insane! He's mentally ill, clearly. What is this outfit? This clashes pretty badly. I don't know. But I don't really ever, think about my clothing. I look like a golfer who did cocaine in Miami in the 80s with this. Yeah. What's the age to legally purchase cocaine nowadays? Anyone? 12. Seems about right. Yeah. Well, we need to legalize recreational cocaine. I think it's time. Yep. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's not legal yet. Speaking of shames, oh man, how about that situation in Afghanistan, huh? Oh man, they're in quite a pickle right now. Well, I guess they've sort of always been in a pickle in Afghanistan. It's never really been great living in Afghanistan. But especially now, oh man, Joe Biden's like, here's the deal, folks. Or, listen here, Jack. He always says, listen here, folks, or here's the deal, Jack. Because I think everybody, when he first got into politics, was named Jack. So he's like, listen here, Jack. It's not our problem anymore, okay? It's not. We've been there for too long, it's spent too much money, and honestly, I don't even think the Afghanistan military wants to win. That sounds like something DJ Khaled would say. Like, Afghanistan, you have got to want to win. You have got to want to defeat the Taliban. But honestly, you're probably not going to, so why even try? Man, such a pickle they're in. It's a very complex issue. Yeah, Afghanistan is sort of like your girlfriend because she's very expensive. You've been in a committed relationship with her for a long time, 20 years in fact, and she's very dependent on you. When you leave, it's a disaster. So if you go away for the weekend on a guy's trip and you come back, you're like, Lauren, what the hell? You let the Taliban take over our apartment? Oh man, this is a terrible start to the week. But what happened to she's like, actually they sieged the whole city, and just like, oh no! I hate it when a terrorist organization sieges your whole city, and probably country, even. That situation is all just like that South Park meme, and just like, alright, the US troops have left, and the government is gone. It's been toppled by the Taliban. Oh man. Let's see. What's next? This is embarrassing. Gotta look at the notes app. Oh yes. So, you asked your girlfriend who's Afghanistan, and you're like, so where did you get all these guns from anyway? And she's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. And I don't think you really want to talk about that either. It's just like, you basically in the late 80s, gave a bunch of guns to Afghanistan, and that eventually went to the Taliban. Great job, US. Great job, man. And I think that really just gives some perspective into how menial our problems here in this country. Like, people are like, oh man, housing is going through the roof. Like, New Yorkers are taking over Maine. But you know who takes over cities in the Middle East? Yes, the Taliban and ISIS. So if you speak to someone in Kabul, they're like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry that your rent is going up. You might have to move, huh?" Well, in Afghanistan, you can't move because the Taliban will just capture you and behead you on Facebook Live. Oh man, you're just like, yes, that happened. What, like, person from Afghanistan is like, yes, that happened to my friend. It was trending on Afghanistan Twitter for 12 hours. Oh. So, and they're also like, neighbors too loud? Oh man, it's terrible when neighbors are too loud. But in Afghanistan, it's like, yeah, my house has been bombed 3 times this week. So basically it's just white noise at this point. Yeah, this is what I use to get my baby to sleep. It's just, yeah, it's white noise at this point. Yes. Well, thanks, I'm Kevin Hart.